Facebook. It's your friendly nosy neighbors, Jessica Cardin.
And Chad Murdock.
With Murdock Manwaring Company. Thanks for joining us today, and we have a good one.
We do have a good one.
We have a good one.
This is a fun place.
This is going to be a fun place. I'm excited to talk about this. I have so many questions. By the way, if you love local businesses like we do, please like and follow our page and share the videos on our local businesses. We'd love to support them and make sure that people know about what we have available in this great area.
Yes, and if you love real estate like we do, like and follow our page and let us know in this incredibly hot market if you want to know what your home's worth, if you want to know strategies on how you can buy a home when there's multiple offers and only one person's going to get it. So give us a call. Let us know.
Yep. Head over to Murdock Manwaring Company page. All right, today we are out here, out in the desert.
Yes.
We have taken a trip out to the desert. We are on the Arco Highway.
Yes. We are 7 miles west of Reed's Dairy on the Arco Highway. On
the Arco Highway, heading out here, and you think to yourself, why would anyone go out here? Well, you go out here because you want to have some fun.
Yep.
Well, I'm hoping by the end of this, I'm going to agree that it's fun.
I've been here, and it is a lot of fun.
It's
Bunker Village.
I am danger aversive. So we are at Bunker Village Paintball.
This is the pain that hurts so good.
No, I don't know if there's ever that pain.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so we're going to find out a little bit more because this is a paintball course, a paintball facility, and it's pretty cool. So we're going to find out all the ins and outs on paintball today.
And how you can have fun and not be in pain, because it's not that bad. So
that's like when Tommy says, no, it doesn't taste that bad, and then I eat it. But that's, okay, let's go find out.
All right. Let's go talk to Kyle and Sarah.
That's right. No smoking or vaping. So this already feels very rustic and very outdoorsy and woodsy and adventurous.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Hey guys. So we're the nosy neighbors.
How you doing?
Can we ask some questions about Bunker Village?
I suppose.
You suppose. So tell us who you guys are.
My name is Kyle. I'm the owner. I built this lovely place to come and run around in. This is my wife, Sarah, and she is a very bad sharpshooter. So you have to be careful for her.
Bad or?
Bad as in, yeah, you go.
No, I know. I've played with her. She is good.
I can tell you how bad she is. Yeah, no. Well, so tell us, what is Bunker Village?
Bunker Village, well, it's a place for families, birthday parties, bachelor parties, to come out separate from all the normal stuff that you do in town. And you have a great time, shoot each other with paintballs, and have lasting memories to tell each other.
Okay, there's a lot of things that are troubling.
During COVID, this is even a greater activity because so many places are closed. You can't go indoors. This is outdoors.
It's all outdoors, and we're also exempt from wearing the mask because we're a physical activity, which is.
And usually your social distancing is happening anyway.
The idea is to be as socially distanced from the other person as possible.
And there is a 10-foot rule on the field. Can't be any closer than 10 feet. You don't want to shoot each other closer than 10 feet. So there you go. We're covered.
You guys are like the perfect place.
Absolutely.
So who is the type of person that would come here? Is this just for adults? Is this for teenagers? Who's your customer?
Anybody.
Is it only guys?
No.
Sarah?
So proms, homecoming, yes.
Oh my
yes.
God.
So this is the thing. They like to come out here before or after or instead of, and they'll come out here for like an hour to 2 hours on a date, and the guys, or if it's Sadie's, the girls will pay. But and they'll just come out here and have a great time and shoot each other. But typically anywhere between the ages of 10 to 35.
So marriage therapy.
Very much so. We do.
Go come out and shoot each other. I was just thinking, I'm like, this is very therapeutic.
Every year on our anniversary, we do one-on-one games, and that's our marital counseling.
No, that is slightly disturbing. But
one-on-one games.
You're like, it's our anniversary. It's our one-on-one time, honey. Hit your rifle. So families.
Yes.
You said down to 10.
Yes.
So I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah. So my recommended age is 10. If my son's 9, and he's been playing for a year and a half. But I'm always out here with him. So if you've got a tough kid who's 8 or 9 years old, doesn't mind a little bit of pain, just a little bit, not a lot.
I just got the shivers. Okay, so you said we go down to. It's just got to be someone who's got a little more grown up enough to. If they're little kids in pain or those kind of things, that's disturbing.
Little kid into pain.
I don't know how to say this.
If you've got a rough kid who likes to be outside playing sports, he'll love this.
Competitive, likes to,
right. If you got a kid who likes to sit inside and color with crayons and a coloring book all day, they might not like it.
This may not be their cup of tea. Okay. So before we get into all the nitty gritty, let's talk about how they find out when you guys are open, how do they find out more, and
Yes.
where do they go?
All right, so there is we've got a Facebook page. It's called Bunker Village, Idaho Falls Paintball. So if you just Google paintball or Facebook, search Idaho Falls Paintball or Bunker Village Paintball, it'll come up. There's also a Google website, that's Bunker Village Paintball. Anytime there is a game posted on either of those sites, that is an open game and anybody can join. So otherwise...
I have to put my finger up because I have questions about that. Okay, keep going.
Otherwise, they can call me. I'm open on Mondays from 3 p.m. till dark, which right now is about 7:30, 8 p.m. Then Thursdays starting at noon, Fridays and Saturdays we start at 9, and that's when we're available. I'm not sitting out here all the time waiting, but if you give me a call or shoot me a message on one of those websites, then I'll respond within a few minutes and get back to you, and we can set up an arrangement for your group to come out.
Can they contact you through your Facebook page?
Yes.
Are you guys pretty responsive
Oh,
that
yeah.
way?
Yeah,
Okay.
within 5-10 minutes I usually respond to it.
Gotcha. So you're not open all the time.
No.
But you have certain hours, but
Yes.
it's a good idea to say if we want to come out, maybe it's almost could be an appointment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Most of ours are by appointment. Even on Saturdays, that's kind of how we start. We start by appointment, and then I open it up to the public on Saturday.
Gotcha. Do you have to have a certain number of people to get an
Yes.
appointment?
So you have to have at least 6 people.
Gotcha.
Obviously, 6 people is not the best play, but it's still good enough to come out and have a good time. So.
And when we came out last, we had a group, but there were some other people here, which
Yes.
made it that much more fun.
Yeah.
Because we split
Yeah,
up
and that's kind of
Random strangers.
Yeah.
and that's the misconception
I
with
mean,
paintball.
don't you want to shoot random strangers?
Right? Exactly. So a lot of people think, oh, well, we just want to shoot ourselves. I'm like, really? You just want to shoot yourself? I mean, as one, it's a good way to meet other people.
Yeah.
2, it's honestly 12 to like 20 people on the field. It's just way more fun than having 2 or 3 people to shoot at.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
So how much does it cost?
It is $13 a person to get started,
Okay.
and that's going to get you your gun. That's going to get you the mask. That's going to get you any air refills you're going to need. That's going to cover the gear that we have for you to use, and your first 100 paintballs.
So it's not a time; it's when you run out of
Yeah,
paintballs.
so it's not. And then a lot of people think that come out, I pay $13 an hour. No, it's not an hour. It's $13 for the gear, and then you buy extra paintballs to keep playing.
So you could stay as long as you have paintballs.
Yes, exactly. And our paintballs are reasonably priced. It's $6 for 200, $15 for 500, or a whole box of 2,000 for 55. So if you buy the whole box, you get $5 off.
Which isn't that, I mean, it's easier
Right,
just to
so-
buy it here than to ship it. And
Correct.
And your markups, your prices are very good.
So honestly,
so in that, when you say that, ship it, or so they could bring their own, but you buy.
yes
tell
and
me
no.
how that
so
works.
if they have their own gear, right now they're welcome to bring their own paint. Starting next year, we're going to go to a field-only paint, and that's mainly just for liability and insurance reasons.
What field only? What does that mean?
It means you can only use the field, they only use the paint that we provide on the field.
Gotcha.
So
you're not bringing in whatever homemade paintballs.
more or less.
It keeps the guns cleaner and better.
Yes. And
Oh, because they're putting their paint in your. Oh,
Yes.
but they have their own.
or
Okay,
if they
I'm
have
getting
their own,
it. I get it.
it's
All right.
it's a big long thing.
It's normal to use infilled paint only.
Yeah, most places are that way.
But you're reasonably priced, Chad. Where you were mentioning that.
Yeah, the prices for
Yeah.
paint. It's
So
Yeah.
yeah, we're good.
What is that? I did not notice that coming in. That is incredible.
Okay, before we start going this,
What
now I
is
have
that?
more
I
questions.
think I know what it is.
Chad's like, what is? So tell us when you said a game
Yes.
come out for. Is this and there's. Tell us how that works.
So
when
it's-
you say a game,
It's not all right. So when you come out to play a game, you're coming out to play several games.
Okay.
So when people come out, we oh man. So what we have team deathmatch, we have capture the flag, we have raise the flag, we have winter soldier, we have hold the fort, which is what the Gatling gun is for.
Chad's like,
so
so
we
we
have
talk about
all
that now.
kinds of different stuff. So when you come out, most people play for 2 or 3 hours. The average person's going to go between 400 and 600 paintballs in that time frame. And we're going to play a game, and it's going to last 4 to 6 minutes per game typically. And then we'll come back in, we'll get cleaned up, we'll put more paintballs in the guns, and we'll go back out and do it again.
That's more helpful to me because I do like a little structure.
Oh
in
yeah,
the game.
it's strategy, it's
I'm
structure,
like,
it's competitive.
It's just you just run out there, and the minute you go out there, it's just
No.
on. Like, but there's
Some games are
okay,
that way, but
okay.
not all. Most of them
Okay.
aren't.
I mean, you line up on each side, and you know what the game is, and then you play and you go, and it's about.
And there's usually an objective you got to
Oh, yeah.
complete.
Wow. Okay, so let's talk about gear. So you said you've got to come. You're going to get your gear
Yes.
here.
All right. So when you come in, you'll come up to the shack.
So you can tell Chad about the Gatling gun.
So we'll get back to the Gatling gun in just a minute. So when they come in, there's an
We
online
lost
waiver
Chad.
they
Got a
can sign
chain
on
on it.
either Facebook or the Google page, or they can print it off, sign it, and bring it with them. Or when they come in, I have it here for my sale record. There's also a waiver on the back. So all that's taken care of.
Already still very disturbed. There's
Trying
got to be a
to.
waiver now.
All right,
And
so
there's pain
when you
we've
come
talked
in,
about.
you'll get your gun. Okay. There's 100 rounds already in it. All right. We have helmets. We have various sizes of helmets. So if you've got a big head or a little head, it doesn't really matter.
Got it.
We do have armor pads. So if you are afraid that it might hurt a little bit, we do have some protective gear for you. We have gloves in the back if you ask for them, and then we also have military jackets. Okay, so paintballs don't stain your clothes, they do wash out. Okay, but I do provide something if you don't want to get your favorite shirt, I'll get paint on it.
So you would play in what you're wearing?
Oh, all day long. I actually have a shirt that's sleeveless that I would play in. So,
And if you put that on,
yes.
then I mean, just having that fabric will make
Now, there's a
you
trick
feel
to
a
this too.
little
The looser your clothes are, the less likely they are to actually hit you.
Yeah.
Because the clothes catch it and slow it down. So wearing sweaters, something loose, yeah, not those spandex pants, those things, those won't help you at all. So.
Okay,
It'll
let's
hurt
talk
more.
about pain.
Pain.
Let's
Pain.
talk about the pain of this, because this feels very dangerous to me and very painful. And obviously, I'm more of a comfort girl, more of an indoor girl, if you haven't noticed. So
I
how
think
painful is this?
You would
On average,
love this.
But I'm competitive,
You are
right?
extremely competitive.
on average, if someone flicked you really hard or took a rubber band and smacked you with it,
I don't like that.
Well, the thing is, you don't like that when you know it's coming. But when you're getting somebody else, it's different.
when you got the adrenaline going,
Yeah.
And you're excited and you're ready to
paint
shoot.
washes out, right?
it does wash out, yes.
Give me that gun real quick.
No! It is not our anniversary.
It's not therapy.
So are you? So like that's it. That's I mean, is that welt possibility?
Yes. So at its worst, and this is not every single time, but at its worst, it can feel like a bee sting for about 10-15 seconds and fades away.
Yeah, bee sting.
I
Not
don't like
the
bee
allergic
stings.
kind of bee sting, just your normal kind.
We're going to do a nosy neighbor first.
Okay?
No, we're not gonna. No way.
Okay, Jess.
No
Here we go.
way.
Should we do this on
So
Nosy
let me
Neighbors?
ask. No, we're not going to shoot this on Nosy Neighbors. I start crying and screaming like a little girl. So if we talk about this, so if someone's going to come out with their family,
Yes.
I'm immediately going to think of the girls don't want to go and the mom doesn't want to go, right?
Sometimes.
Because this is what I think of is I don't want, number one, I don't really love to get dirty. But number two, I don't want to take a paintball to the neck or, those kind of things.
Right.
So is that just something
you
you're going to
have
have
a
to
helmet.
expect? Well, you're going to have a helmet.
Yeah, you have the neck shots are a lot more rare than body shots, or a lot of times they hit the gear because when you're hiding behind a bunker, your head is up, your gun is up,
Yeah.
and you might see your arms and face and gun, and that's about it. So
Okay, so okay.
So like on the field, if we
let's
head
talk
out this
about
way,
that.
yeah. So let's go out to the field, and we'll show you some of those bunkers.
Should we show the helmet here first? Just so people know.
We can bring it with us.
Okay.
Chad, you could wear it if you wanted
wanna
to the
wear
rest
one?
of the time. Just go ahead and put it on.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
put
keep
it
your
on.
sunglasses in my pocket. The rest of the time, Chad.
So when we're playing though, anytime we come out and people have their guns and stuff, you must have a mask on when you're entering the war
Do you
zone.
always wear a mask?
Always.
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 Never go on the field without a mask.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because it
makes
is
sense a
an
little
extreme sport, and there are some dangers to it.
Yeah.
So if you were to catch a paintball in the eye, ear, nose, or mouth socket, okay, it could do permanent damage.
Oh,
So
you are not selling this for me.
That's
It is.
why.
That's why you wear the
That's
mask.
why the mask. You
That's
have
like,
to have the protective gear.
yes.
And as long as you wear protective gear, paintball is one of the safest sports you can do.
Gotcha.
So like I was saying,
Okay.
on the
Safer than
field,
football.
when you're behind one of these bunkers
You get to-
and you got a gun, this is all people see. So that's all that's really going to get hit.
Gotcha.
But if you're standing out here in the open, like, yeah, then you're going to get hit a lot
like
more.
a dummy, like I would.
Yeah, it's like a dummy.
But you're trying to move. So talk to us a little bit. Now we're on this. And is this your only field?
Right now,
But you're getting another one.
we're so close to having a second one running.
Gotcha.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
where we're building one just on the other side of that barn over there. It's going to be an all-spool field. My goal is to have it up by Halloween, because we're going to do this big Halloween event, because there's a lot of places in town that are canceling, and we've never done a Halloween event, so this will be our first one. So we're basically coming, you can come out and play in costume. So you can still get
that'd be
dressed
sweet.
up.
It's
Yeah,
fun.
my wife's
That'd
already
be
got
fun.
a big T-Rex, one of those big inflatable ones.
Oh,
wow.
that is brilliant. Because I could do that, right?
Because yeah, it hits and
Yes.
just bounces off, right?
Yes.
My son got himself a Darth Vader costume, so he's gonna be out there running around with his blaster.
Very fun.
But yeah, so our big thing this year is to have that second field ready by Halloween. So
And are you doing that on Halloween, or is there time?
on Halloween. So on
Halloween.
Halloween we'll be doing the whole costume play from 3 p.m. till 7, and we'll have hot dogs and some stuff out here. We'll have a bunch of
Awesome.
candy.
Do they have to make reservations, or can they show up for
They
that?
can just show up. It helps me to know who's
Yeah.
coming and who's not. But if
Yeah.
they just show up, we'll still take care of them.
That's awesome.
One thing cool that I'll mention that what I didn't get it when I came here the first time, but you see these little balls up here and helmets. I mean, doesn't look like much, right?
Right.
But when you're on the other side looking this way, and right now when we look over here, that's exactly what a head looks like.
Yeah, so
Peeking over the
straight here on
bunker.
the right-hand side, there's actually one with a mask. So there's some bowling balls, and they're mainly for target practice, but they're also great distractions when you're on the field and you're looking for people to shoot at, and you start shooting at a bowling ball. It's like, wait a minute, that's not a person.
Yeah.
So how are the rules? Is this just shoot at each other and just keep shooting, or are you out?
No,
Or
when
are
you,
you- how
so
does
when
that
you
work?
get hit, one of two things is going to happen. Either the paintball is going to hit you and it's going to bounce, or it's going to hit you and break. If it hits you and bounces off of you, you can keep on playing. And that's where the loose clothing comes in. Because if it hits you and hits that loose clothing and just falls, then you can just keep on playing and gives you another chance to shoot somebody. Then if it hits you and it breaks, it's about quarter size or larger, it'll leave a nice little bright yellow, bright orange spot on you.
Yeah.
And then you're
out.
You stick
You're
your
dead.
gun over your head, so hopefully people will stop shooting at you. Hopefully.
And sometimes you don't even feel it. When I was
No,
here, someone
right.
said, "You're out," and I was like, and I look and I was like, "Oh."
And then
I
a
got
lot of
hit.
times, like when it
There's
hits the
a lot of
gear, it hits the
adrenaline.
helmet, it hits the gun, yeah, you're out, but you don't know because you
Yeah.
didn't see it splatter, you didn't hear it splatter, and that's where the referees come in to kind of help control some of that
Well,
stuff.
where did all this? Did you just gather all of this just for this specifically?
Yes, kind of.
How did this all start?
So I've played paintball since I was 14 years old. My parents own this land. One day when they move, I'll buy it from them. But I was like, you guys got 5 acres of land. You're not using it for anything. I'm like, do you care if I put a little, I went to the hatch pit and started gathering pallets and OSB and stuff. And just in this back corner back here, we just put about a dozen bunkers. Just so the families, we can go out and shoot each other. We invited some friends to come out and shoot each other. And I would go to other fields in the area and they'd be like, wait, you have your own paintball field in your backyard? They're like, there are no paintball fields in Idaho Falls.
yeah.
I had one guy literally tell me it wasn't fair that I had my own private fields.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, you could build your own.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm like, if you want, you can come on out. So I invited him out, and he was actually a big proponent of me making it bigger
Yeah.
and start inviting the public.
Gotcha.
So that first
Oh,
year,
you're the only one.
yes, there used to be another one, G&H Paintball. They used to have another one on the south side of Arco Highway, and it's about another 10 miles out. And it was there for years. I know the guy, he's a great guy, but he's just gotten too old, and he hasn't really had a game out there for 4 or 5 years.
And I always thought that this was still that place.
Gotcha.
And I knew that it wasn't open every so often. So
Yeah, and I get a lot of people that come out here and they go, oh, this is not what I remember. I'm like, because it's not the same field. So it's totally different. And the guy that does it, I know him, he's really excited for this.
Yeah.
Because he still loves paintball, but he's had a couple knee surgeries and stuff, and he just can't get out there and do it anymore.
Yeah.
And so he's so excited. He refers people to me all the time, and he still does some stuff out of his garage with repairing and selling stuff, but he always sends people out here to play, so really
Well, I
appreciate
mean,
that
this
too.
looks like, it's pretty serious. This is like, I think of this as like Zombieland, or what is it, Mad Max?
It's funny you
that's
say
when
that.
you say thank you.
Because during Halloween we are going to have a zombie hunter game. So
Because of the games, right? You come up with the structure of the game.
I do have a couple of extra games on Halloween that we're going to do specific for Halloween too, but you won't know that unless you come out and play. So
Right?
yeah.
That's right. So I want to remind everybody, it's $13 and then you buy your paintballs.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yes.
how much, if they're coming out for the night, how much are they expecting to pay per
on
person?
average, I mean, if you're kind of a person who's more on the reserve, you're going to spend about $20. If you're someone's a little more aggressive, you can probably expect to spend about $30.
Yeah, that's
for about 2 to 3 hours of play.
It's fantastic.
So.
It's fantastic. Well, this is amazing. So this is the current field, and this is where you're
right
building
over
on here?
Yep, we're expanding. We've had some days where we've had 60 people out here, and this field won't hold 60 people. It's stinking crazy.
Yeah.
So we've had to run 2 different games at a time. One game with one
You're all
group.
off and on?
Yeah, off and on. So we're doing this field, and this one. So one of the big things with paintball is air bunkers, and it's when if you get on TV and you watch the national games for paintball, they're out there with air bunkers and they're playing. But out here we get 30 to 40 mile an hour winds. So I can't do air bunkers because they would be gone. They'd be in the next county.
What's an air bunker?
Basically, it's either like a big square inflatable mattress, like a big queen air mattress on the.
Makes sense.
More or less,
right.
okay?
Blown up.
Yes, big blow ups.
You gotta go to my level. It's a blow up.
It's a blow up.
A
there
blow
you go.
up bunker.
So what we're trying to do is use the spools because they won't blow away on me, and we're gonna make it to like an airball field. So.
Where do you get the spools? I mean, you have a lot of big, giant spools.
They get donated to me by the city.
Oh,
So,
I love that.
Yeah, they're good about that.
Yeah.
It's actually cost effective for me to take it from them because they don't have to pay to get rid of them. They
Right.
don't have to pay to destroy them.
Yeah, I mean, these are giant things. I imagine what do you have to do
a lot
with
of them
these?
are.
Yeah.
Well, I was thinking,
So-
what do they even put on that? But yeah, I can see
It's
what
the
it's
wire
saying.
cables.
Wiring cables.
Yep, they
and
go
that makes
underground, or the
sense.
ones that go in the air and stuff like that.
And then when you're done, it's like, a thimble is different than these. You throw away not a thimble, a spool of thread. Like,
oh, it's like, wait, it's a little bit.
a little different of disposal. So you do the same thing. So you're gonna put the wiring to keep all the paintballs in.
Yeah, we'll put the
your
net
netting.
up. I've got netting here on the ground. I've got another one that I was working on this morning. I'll probably finish it this afternoon, get it on the backside. And I'm trying to create a visual barrier between me and the house. So
There you
And
go.
It's more to keep the people in than the paintball.
That's
so
right.
People will cheat and go.
Oh,
some
there's
other place.
cheater. I imagine this is a cheater
Loopholes.
pumpkin
Everybody always
eater.
finds a loophole.
That's right.
Yes.
I love it.
And then
So,
we're gonna have a second entrance right over here too. So I gotta clean it
Ah.
up some. But this will be
we'll
have that entrance over there to go to that field, and then if you come out that other exit on the side inside the assembly area, it'll bring you over here and you can walk around. That way if a game's playing over there, you don't have to walk through the middle of that game to get to this field.
Makes sense.
So.
So you guys, obviously this can't go during the winter.
Oh no,
When
no,
do
we
you
go in the winter.
No.
Yes, we go in the winter. So I mean, our winters aren't terrible. So we'll have anywhere between 6 inches to a foot and a half of
love
snow
you
out
say
here.
that.
Why do you think fun stops in the winter?
This didn't seem like a wintry game.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So we have heaters like inside the assembly area. I'll kind of block it off a little bit.
Uh-huh.
And I got a couple of propane heaters in there, so that way in between the games you can get warmed up. But honestly, we have way more kids that come out in the wintertime than do in the summertime because they can put all their snow jacket and snow pants on and
Even
the paintball.
better
Yeah, see, and they love it.
That makes sense.
So we come out here, run around the snow. I've had guys bring a shovel out and dig a big hole so they have a big snow bunker.
No.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That makes perfect sense.
So
makes
cool.
perfect sense.
So we're all year round.
Yeah. So do you guys so if someone's looking to do this, if they're watching your Facebook, if you
Yes.
guys are doing anything special, is that the best place to keep up on what's
Yes.
going on?
Yes, the Facebook is the best place to keep up because that's the one that gets updated the most because it's the easiest one to update.
Perfect.
The website is a Google website and it's very limited to what I can do with it.
Right.
But I do post stuff on there. I post the games on there and whatnot. But the Facebook page is the best page. And if you don't have either one of those, I do have an Instagram as well. It's kind of on the side and I put
Gotcha.
stuff up there. We put videos up on it. So
someone can just show up with their own gear and next year buy a bunch of paintballs and go.
yeah.
And that's just the cost of the paintballs? Or is it the 13 bucks?
They have well, there's going to be a $7 field fee.
Gotcha.
And then they have to pay for their air. If it's a high pressure air, it's $4 for all day. If they're using CO2, it's per fill. So.
I don't understand what any of that meant, but if you do, if you know what he's talking about,
line,
you
they
know.
have everything you
They
need.
have everything you need. Well, that's awesome. Did we miss anything, you guys? Did I forget to ask something?
The gauntlet.
The
we
gauntlet.
don't
to
do
know about
gauntlets. We
What-
do play.
What is that thing though?
Oh, that's a Gatling gun.
Yeah.
So the Gatling
I mean, you're
gun.
sitting behind that thing and you're just like
It's so
blowing
the
bolts.
Gatling gun is
Yeah.
for the fort. The fort's in the very back corner. There's a
Yeah.
mount on the bottom. There's a little window you can sit in. Okay. The Gatling gun is for hold the fort.
Yeah.
And that
I
bad
played
boy.
Hold the
When
Fort.
you're
that
playing.
new?
It is new. I've only had it
Okay.
for like 3 weeks.
I was gonna say.
It's very
That
new.
is awesome.
So that
Because we
thing,
played
every
Hold
time.
the Fort last game. It was
Yeah.
the dads against all the kids, and it was awesome.
So
that would
when you
be
crank that bad
awesome.
boy, every time you crank
Yeah,
it,
you got a chain
you get
on it.
yeah, it gets 4 to 5 shots with every single rotation.
Oh my god.
Oh, it is awesome. And the scare factor alone.
Oh, yeah.
People are just like, oh no!
Oh, that's awesome.
Feel it on it.
I'm gonna take a picture and send that to people.
So
That is so cool.
And Chad, you said you've brought your sons out here.
Uh-huh.
Great bonding game.
Oh, we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love paintball.
I think you had some advice for dads.
Oh yeah.
oh,
This is a section for dads only or adults only, so we might need to make sure the kids get off on this part. But the sniper rifle.
yes. So we have extra barrels, anywhere between 12 to 16 inches that go on the gun, which makes the gun shoot more accurately.
Oh, I was a rock star
A lot
with that.
further.
Like I felt like it made a difference.
It's only $2
This is adults
extra.
only. Kids can't hear that. It was $2, right?
Yeah, $2 extra
Oh, so
for the
worth
upgrade.
It. So worth
yeah.
it. Made me like Superman. Yeah.
It does give you a bigger advantage over the other players.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
goodness. All right, perfect. So you guys, all right, let's say one more time your hours, where they find out the information, phone numbers, anything like that, so if they want to find out more.
All right, so Facebook page, Bunker Village Paintball. Same thing on the website, Bunker Village Paintball. Phone number, it's on the websites.
Yep, there you go. There you go.
Pricing, $13 a person to get started, and you're going to spend maybe an extra $6 to $15 after that. Mondays from 3 p.m. till dark. Like I said, dark right now is between 7:30 and 8 p.m. And then also that varies throughout the year. So in the summertime when it's 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, we can play till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. It's just we don't have no lights on the field.
Yeah.
So Thursdays from noon until dark, and Fridays and Saturdays we're from 9 a.m. till whenever it gets dark.
It's awesome. And
ton of
best
fun.
to let you
Ton
know
of
you're
fun.
coming or just show
Oh
up.
no, let me know you're coming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call in or Facebook message.
Yes, one of those two.
There you go. That's awesome. Well, you guys, thanks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thanks for
you.
coming out.
Thanks for
This is
doing
pretty
this.
sweet.
This is a
Yeah, they're pretty
awesome
sweet.
part that Idaho Falls, I don't think really knows exists.
Yeah.
You know, I
We've
think
only
they
been here
thought
for
the
3
old one
years,
was there,
almost
yeah.
3 years,
Yeah.
so we're still really new. And people are still just finding out about us.
Yeah.
So which
so
is
much
super
fun.
fun.
We had so much fun when we came here.
Yeah.
So
Love it.
Blast.
So check it out. Call and make a schedule. Come out and check it out. And don't forget the Halloween event on Halloween. Let them know you're coming.
Yes.
Sounds a lot of fun. All right, you guys. Thanks so much.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, this
you.
has been Jessica Carden,
Chad Murdock.
your nosy neighbors, keeping you in the
I
know.
We have a game. We don't do it very often. Usually with like bachelor parties or a smaller birthday party where we set a gun on the ground and then we have everyone form in a circle and we spin a bottle and whoever it points to has to run over, grab the gun, and shoot everybody else running
Oh,
away.
gee. That's sweet.
It's a blast.
Chad's like, yeah.
Yeah.
The adrenaline level on